Good morning. Um, look kind of rough, but I'm finally through my this long little stretch of work, and I have a day off, which I get to spend in Hattieville, and I'm really excited about that. So today we're going to talk about offering God whatever you have. When I decided to pursue online ministry full time, it wasn't easy. After all, I wasn't making a lot of money. No one knew my name, and I wasn't successful. However, I made a goal of consistently posting content for 5 months. I called this my 5 loaves and 2 fish because I posted 7 pieces of content every day. I was inspired by the story in Matthew 14 of how Jesus fed 5,000 people. The disciples were able to give Jesus only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish to feed the large crowd. They didn't have much, but they gave him what they had. Jesus blessed the food, and when he divided it to be distributed to the crowd, there was more than enough. So day after day, month after month, I faithfully showed up to complete my 5 loaves and 2 fishes. Slowly but surely, I began to enjoy the process of reaching my 5 loaves and 2 fishes every day. All the while, being faithful with what God had put in my hands, I saw growth in my business. After 5 solid months of keeping that commitment, my business has grown exponentially. I have built trust in my ability to fulfill the promises I made to God and myself. Sometimes when you're waiting on God, things can feel completely out of control. Although you cannot control your circumstances, you can control how faithful you are with what God gives you. I don't know what your 5 loaves and 2 fishes are today, but if you give God the little you have today, you can be assured that He will multiply it. So be faithful with what you have and watch what God does with it. God, I know there are so many things that are out of my control. Everything I have, I give to you. I trust that even when I have little to give, you can do a lot with it. In Jesus' name, amen. Zechariah 4:10. For who has despised the day of small things? For these 7 rejoice to see the plumb line in the hand of Zerubbabel. They are the eyes of the Lord which scan to and fro throughout the whole earth. Luke 16:10. He who is faithful in what is least is faithful also in much. And he who is unjust in what is least is unjust also in much. Um, when I first started serving the Lord, or I wasn't even really, I wouldn't say serving because I was just following. I was just going to church, showing up, living a Christian life, you know, getting intentional in prayer and worship. And I remember going in there and putting my last $5 in the collection. And when I got a job, I tithed so faithfully. And I had nothing. I didn't have much at all. I worked at the chicken plant. I mean. And I had to support me and my son, my grandson. And but I was faithful in my tithing. And after about a year of that is when I was gifted the money to build the Hattieville facility and to pay my salary for a year and ADAs for a while and for a year. And I 100% believe in my heart of hearts that it was because I was so faithful in my giving that happened. But I just want to say that uh, as my personal gain increased, I became less faithful in my tithing. And over that year, um, I don't know what happened. That first year I was pretty good, and then it just seemed like my finances kept getting tighter and tighter. And I was making the same money, Um, but it seemed like the more money I made, the less I tithed, and the more bills I had. And now I'm squeezed so tight that I can barely see the sun. I mean, but um, again, the other day on Sunday, I put my last $5 in the collection plate because not because I wanted it to multiply for me. I mean, obviously I want it to multiply to the service of the Lord and the glorification of his kingdom. Um, but in the spirit of giving, you know, uh, if I cannot be the good steward of a little, you know, and I'm just gonna keep trying to steward what I do have. And while I'll never be worthy of the big things that God has given me, His love and forgiveness and mercy and grace, I can do my best today to to steward the things that He has blessed me with, and I'm going to. And I hope you decide to as well. A good portion of my blessings that I have to steward are you. You know, uh, I have to make sure that I am taking proper care of every woman that He has placed in my charge. And for some of you, you don't like that, and you don't see the things that I do sometimes as caring for you. But redirection and gentle correction are all about growth. You know, nobody's here because we know how to handle everything right and how to be our best selves. And I promise you, sometimes I wish I still had somebody standing over me telling me how. I do. Uh, I think that would probably be helpful in some areas of my life. But anyway, I love you guys, and I'm going to get to be in both houses today. And that's exciting to me because it's been a while since that happened. Um, I know that me working all these hours isn't easy on y'all, you know, but I'm always available. Just give me a text and I'll set aside some time to talk to you. Uh, if it's something that can wait, then I can put it on my schedule for when I'm there. I want to connect with you. I want for you to know that I'm available to you as your spiritual leader and God. I love all of you. I really, really do. And I hope you have the best day ever. I'll see you later.